This video is to demonstrate how Redlist might be used in a mining application. To demonstrate this, I'm just going to log into one of our demo accounts, which is kind of specifically set up for mines. And I'll take you through a little bit about how our software works. First of all, we do have this prized feature called a quick view feature. This is a really quick way to ascertain what sort of maintenance tasks are due or forthcoming. You can see this is a simple example, but we have two alerts here that indicate there's things that need to be taken care of from the mining perspective. If they're glowing yellow, then the business rules are set up such that it could be either a week or 2 weeks out. If it's something is got a green dot, that means that it's actually within its specified maintenance window. So you could click on any one of these, and when you pull that up, you could see that there is a haul truck that needs some maintenance work done. Again, here's a green dot indicating that the diff breathers are actually okay and within their maintenance window. But this particular, the hydraulic system, needs to have an inspection or needs to have some maintenance performed against it. So if I'm going to click into some of our forms features as well. We do have the ability to do a pretty extensive form submission and do an inspection. I've pulled up a list of forms that might be used for some of the mine processes. Pulled up a gear inspection, and of course you can drop down what sort of which asset you're inspecting. If there's thermography available, you can select that, and if there's a picture or an image, you can actually grab that thermography image. Anyway, you can basically go through and complete this inspection. There's gradient scales 1 to 5 that you can select. Again, you can actually require that pictures be attached, and then ultimately you can sign this and send it off. We do have, that's kind of a simpler inspection. If I go to select a different form, we have some that can be fairly involved. For instance, this inspection is several pages long. You can specify what haul truck it is, the job site, some of the data. For instance, if there was some ending hours for that haul truck, they'll be loaded in there for the meter hours to be updated. And you can see that this is there's operational checklists. And you basically go through pass, fail, or serviced these items. If something fails, it can actually generate a work order if it's beyond the service capability of the technician that's doing the inspection. And that once you fail it, you can actually specify who the person is or the people responsible for doing that repair, and it'll generate a work order within our reliability window. So you can see that we can even put visual aids in here. Oil samples to be drawn, and again you can actually put all sorts of different visual aids for the equipment, and that way there's location data for, like, for instance, the front linkage points, so it's easy to see where those grease points are, those points of maintenance are. So anyway, again, this would be a very extensive type of inspection. One that they maybe do once every 500 hours or every 1,000 hours on an inspection this significant. But just know that we do have all these inspections can generate work orders if they're things that are too complicated to be serviced by the technicians. A lot of people have tiered teams, so they have like service level 1 technicians and level 2 technicians, and so a lot of times the inspection process will yield inspections for different people. Anyway, this is also the one thing that a lot of people like is the ability to tag their resources with QR codes. So for instance, if you have all of your equipment in a mine can actually have tags associated with them. We can print these out on industrial vinyl, and which doesn't weather check, or you can actually wipe the mud off of it and scan it. So there's pretty good solutions for either, and when you scan these with the mobile device, it could either bring up an inspection that needs to be done for that piece of equipment, or it can actually bring up the maintenance requirements that need to be performed against that piece of equipment. So lots of things that that scanning one of our QR codes can yield. Ultimately, we have a whole lot of reliability reports. This is a demo account, so it's not necessarily a really detailed report. We don't have a whole lot of living data in here, and so there's not many interesting things to see. But just suffice it to say that we have a lot of anything that you're capturing data on, we can then report against. And we do also have, through our reliability suite, we do have the ability to have even thermography or oil analysis or vibration data that can trigger events as well from a not just a preventative maintenance perspective, but a predictive maintenance perspective. Thanks for watching. I hope that we can actually give you a little bit more in detail overview of our platform, and I think you'll find it to be a very good platform for maintaining your equipment and keeping your human assets also oriented properly and doing the right tasks and activities.